if you can run outside of them, you won't get frozen.
I just never pay attention to the ground because there's always blood and like other outlines and stuff going on. I just don't ever notice it.
That is a legit complaint. The hell is this? Oh, missile dampening. That's kind of a rare one. So if you did have a spell that required, throwing something, which I guess actually you technically do with the hammers, missile dampening fields not only slow them down, but also reduce their damage pretty significantly.
Yeah,
Chamber of the Lost Idol.
that looks like
Well,
fun.
I'm curious, certainly.
I've spent months searching these deserts for the Rignar. I survived starving.
I will help you.
We'll help you find your little idol real quick, I guess.
I certainly have some idle curiosity. I think it's actually very generous of you to call that funny.
It's definitely a joke.
Those were definitely words you just said.
Oh, dead end. You are definitely faster than me now.
That might be the case. I actually don't know.
Oh yeah, you're pulling away from me like crazy.
It's kind of funny, those lightning hammers, those were in Diablo II, which was the one I remember my brother getting amazingly addicted to. And at the time, they were one of the best builds in the game for a Crusader, and I just remember they looked so fucking stupid in that game. I mean, Diablo 2 is old. It's not a pretty game anymore. But that attack in particular just looked like the cheapest sort of NES level effect.
It definitely seems to work, though.
Oh yeah, it does tons of damage in this. And in that one too, I mean, it was pretty powerful. Shit, I got thrown away. Yeah, I was able to kill 2 of them, but then I ran out of corpses.
The idol! We found it! It was all worth it. Everything.
And now he's gonna die
Now that
horribly.
it is at hand, I find myself filled with trepidation.
Would we take
Would
it
you
for
take
him?
it for?
Like, if I
I'll
touch it,
touch
am I
it.
gonna turn into stone?
Probably. Oh, yep, here we go. And lucky he had us here.
Whoa, how did I instantly leave like that?
Oh, you clicked the exit portal.
Well, I hope that you got whatever may have been worth grabbing.
Yep, actually, I just got an achievement for that, too. I guess I've never done that event. Ooh, I need to drop some stuff off in town quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too.
I need to go back.
Pretty much full, so...
Yep. 'Tis the pattern. Ooh, that helmet's not bad. Oh, shit. Buy that thing back.
Oh, it doesn't have any sockets on it, okay. Got it.
Ah, can't do a thing with the headpiece?
Well, the armor's better. It's not the headpiece, it's just chest armor, but it's got like higher, armor, but it doesn't have any slots on it. So it's,
Yeah.
you feel like a pick and choose which one you want to.
You do have
go
to
with.
decide a little bit which one you think is going to be more worthwhile.
Oh,
Hey, is the red gem in your helmet offering you 10% experience boost?
well, actually, that helmet, that legendary one that I've been using, was just, it was kind of like low. I mean, I know it was legendary, but it
Yeah.
was like, I got it like 20 levels ago. Well, not 20, but like 15 levels ago, so I actually put it back in my stash.
No, okay.
It did give me plus 10 experience, though.
Yeah, that was probably the gem in it. But, yeah, okay, I just want to make sure, as I didn't want to have myself gemmed up in a way that would make me fly past you in experience. I'm going to yank the gem out of mine quick, just so I can throw something else in there in the meantime.
I've got so many gems in my inventory just sitting here.
That is a very good problem to have. I mean, those are the good problems. You really want those ones.
I guess I could put them in my stash, though, just to make room.
I definitely would for now, if you're not using them immediately. You'll eventually, I think like halfway through this act, you're going to meet a new vendor who can combine gems. It costs a fair amount of money, but it means you can basically take a bunch of crappy gems and make them more and more powerful. So, it's worth hanging on to them for the most part.
Is there a way to, like, instantly put stuff in your stash, or do you have to just, like, click and drag?
You can just, I think you have the thing open, you can just right-click.
Oh, right-click it? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just doing them one at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
That's done.
Okay. Ooh, actually, I want to see if there's a rune for this.
Not ready yet.
I don't think this is the right way. But
No, there's a treasure chest. It's a good enough way.
weapon.
I think if we had... Oh, hey, damn, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, if we head north, we should find what we're looking for. The map does randomize every time, but there are a few patterns it tends to follow after a while. Or I think it's just because the assets they use, for set locations can only be entered from, like, one side, things like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Blessings of the light.
Yeah, even on expert, we're kind of wrecking these guys pretty easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, for all your inexperience, or claim of inexperience, I'm starting to doubt maybe you have played a little of this before. I mean, I think this combination works a little better than I'd anticipated. And even without me taking all my bonuses, I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, so yeah, this is the checkpoint we're looking for. So this is the little, Kazim outpost.
Captain of the guard, you are hereby
All right, here's the
ordered to
guy.
send a band of your most loyal men.
Greetings. I'm headed to Al Khan.
You must be.
So to enter the command post.
Here you are, delivered unto me as a sacrifice, a gift from Lord Belial.
He used you as a distraction, and I let him. Killing you is worth the delay.
No, he would never betray me. Strike her down.
I love that you do that.
He's left you
That makes it
to
so
pay
much
the king's
easier.
death.
Is this like the ultimate bad guy?
The woman there?
Yeah.
Oh no,
This game?
she's like a mid-boss on this act.
Ah, okay. Alright.
In all the other Diablo games, they're based on this sort of twisted version of Christian mythology, you know, go figure. But basically saying that hell is basically being led by what they call the prime evils, which are, I think the original one it was Diablo was Lord of Hatred, or Lord of Death or something. Belial, Lord of Lies. God, there were a few others as well. I don't really remember what their names. But there's like 4 of these, you know, supposedly prime evils that had gotten out of control and were starting to take over the world, and you were, you know, out there to kill them. And in this one, you're basically, like, the main enemy of this chapter is Belial. So, Lord of Lies, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada.
Lying in wait for a hero of incredible prowess. My gut churns with the suspicion that we are simply fodder. I have heard tales of this hero wading through our ranks, slaughtering us as if we were children. I will not see him again tonight.
Oh, by the way, do you have Steed Charge yet?
Is that an ability, I guess?
Yeah,
A
it's
passive
not.
thing, or?
No, it's an active ability. It may not be one you really need, but it's kind of fun.
Oh, the horse
It's
one.
Yeah, its main
Yeah,
uses.
that was the second
to get,
one I had.
Yeah, its main use is to get out of fights, but it actually can also be a pretty fun one just to use to get either into them faster or to move quickly.
Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't indulge in it because I thought, well, why would I be driving or running through stuff?
Yeah, if you play solo, it can be pretty useful just to be able to move faster as well. But yeah, it's not when you're not really in danger often enough to make it necessary.
Yeah, it kind of struck me as like something maybe you would use in a speedrun of the game.
Yeah, that would work. Or honestly, like, I tend to disagree with my brother on this, but when he was playing really heavily, he always took tons and tons of speed boosts just so he could level faster and, you know, collect stuff quicker. That struck me as a bit of a waste, but I can't deny the fact that he had a ton of really high-level characters. And if you're playing in hardcore or just on higher difficulties, having the option to retreat from a fight really quickly when things go badly is kind of helpful.
I would agree.
Especially in hardcore when, you know, getting caught and suddenly dying in 3 seconds means you just lose all your progress.
Like all the way back to the beginning, or just that act?
Everything. Your character is dead permanently.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, honestly, because it does force you to play very differently, but yeah, you gotta be pretty hardcore to do it. On the plus side, though, the game did get rid of a lot of the really, like I watched my brother get a level 60 character killed in a half second because he ran up against an enemy that happened to have a really bad build. Luckily, they got rid of most of those. There are still a few bullshit ones, but they're not nearly as bad as they used to be. Anything down there?
A road.
Oh, hey. Yeah, you found it.
Belial, Lord of Lies, is the most elusive of the 7 evils and is a master of deceit. It is said that he manipulated Asmodan into revolt against the prime evils. This began the Burning Hell's civil war, which ended with the dark exile of the prime evils to our mortal realm.
God, there's so many different ways to go. So many places you can just leave.
You are definitely quite right there. The game is all about those side paths. You hit so much fucking harder than my little golem guy.
She's like,
Help us! You can't leave us here.
Yeah, we're freeing the prisoners, I guess, or a few of them at least. Ooh, ice again. That is a few elite packs in a row.
Not ready yet. Akarat be praised.
Keep missing stuff. Like, I'm so busy fighting that I run by them and then I don't go back and pick up the weapons and stuff they lost.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing. As I said, the map will actually mark if you miss a legendary. And beyond that, it's helpful, but, you know, you don't have to get everything. Okay, that woman Magda, we're actually going to be meeting and killing her shortly.
Good. She had it coming.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank the gods.
I do love the final, I think it's like the final boss of the third chapter. Oh, and the way further up is this way. But the boss of the
sorry.
third...
You know what was funny? I was following these fucking prisoners thinking one of them was you. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just looking at the screen.
Well, the game is kind of very easy to do that with.
I just kept getting distracted.
Yeah, it's alright. Actually, come to think of it, I've been so kind of preoccupied with moving everything, really haven't checked in much with almost anybody else. How have things been with you lately?
Shaft before the wind.
Normal, I guess. It snowed like 2 inches last night, so this whole state's basically shut down.
I can believe that. If you don't have the... Well, if your state doesn't spend unreasonable amounts of money on, you know, keeping all that kind of readiness stuff handy, then it can be pretty hard to get rid of it quickly.
Everyone just freaks out here when it snows, because Kentucky, like, we get snow, but we're in that sweet spot in the middle of the country where it doesn't snow a lot. So when it does,
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh god, and all the shelves empty in the grocery stores, and
Everybody's buying bread and milk for some reason.
yeah, or getting their cigarettes for the week. If we're gonna be realistic about it, anyways.
Well, yeah, that's a fair point.
Like, if you were snowed in, I mean, and you were like a heavy smoker, one thing that would probably be killing you wouldn't be a lack of water, it'd be, you know, not having your
Nice
Marlboro
sweet
ultralights.
nicotine.
Yeah.
I will happily die if I do not have my camel lights. I assume that's a cigarette brand.
Yeah, Camel. Oh, here she is.
Yep. So, killer.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's all I can do. Wait, I can kill these people. Oh, that's so helpful. Oh, ooh boy, this is a little more people than I like. Alright. Corpse explosion. I remember those boss fights used to actually take time.
Yeah, that was like 15 seconds of just chaos, and then...
Yeah,
good
which,
God.
you know, for our level, that's actually pretty normal. But, yeah, once we can turn the difficulty up a little bit, it's going to be... I mean, the good news is we don't actually have to beat the game to turn the difficulty up. We just need to beat Act 4 out of 5. Then it will let us turn it up to whatever the hell we want.
Well, sooner the better. Oh wow, this shield is better, but it doesn't look as good. Darn it.
Well, you can take it back and... Actually, you have the transmog person now, so you can just pay to get a nicer looking one.
Did you port back to
Yep.
town? Okay.
I need to go back.
Current quest is to go talk to Tyrael back here.
Yeah, it's like, it's not the badass looking Crusader shield, it's like a little round one.
Oh, yeah, those things suck.
It's got better stats, but it just doesn't look as cool.
I will guiltily